Hi, I'm Troy Alexander for Child Support Game Over, and today I want to expose what I think is a gigantic fraud being done by these snake rat bastards. And that is where they're going to employers and demanding the employers withhold monies from your paycheck to send to them, which, my opinion, they don't have a right to. They don't have a right to your income. They don't have a right to go to your employers and demand that your employers intercept certain amounts of your income and sending it to them. Now, they do possibly have a right if you're working for the state, but not if you're working for a private or corporate employer. But let's look at this. DCF, Wisconsin.gov, and I'm going to guess it's going to be similar in your state. Income withholding information for employers and payroll providers. This is a sneaky rat bastard move by these crooks, and it's aided and done by attorneys working for your enslavement. An important component of the Wisconsin Child Support Program is a state statutory requirement that all orders for child support, maintenance, family support include a provision for immediate income withholding by the payer's employer. Income withholding is required whether or not the individual is delinquent in making payments. Current obligation, past due support, and annual receipt and disbursement fees are subject to income withholding per Wisconsin State Stat 767.75. My gosh, it sure sounds like they could go to your employer and demand that he intercept your hard-earned money and send it to them. Put on that slavery collar there, worker, and get to work in those cotton fields, and then we're going to take your income. That's what they're saying they have a right to per Wisconsin State Stat 767.75. And who does this affect? Employers. Let's look at this. Immediate income withholding from the payer's employer. Keep in mind, the employer. Here's the key word. And guess what? Let's go to Wisconsin State Stat 765. Now 767.75. Look at this. This is quite a pretty long bunch of everything. But right in the beginning, they have definitions of two terms. And the first one is employer. Now, we all know what an employer is. It's someone an employee works for. But here's where the rat bastard snake attorneys have committed, in my opinion, a massive fraud on the people. Because they do not have the right to intercept your paycheck. That's my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. I went to public school, so do your own research. But let's look at what they say. This special snake rat bastard meaning for employer is. Employer includes the state and its political subdivisions. Does it say includes private employers? Does it include corporate employers? Does it say all employers, whether corporate, private, international, or government? No. Employer includes the state and its political subdivisions, period. Period. Does it include Wally World? Nope. Does it include your mom and pop grocery store? Does it say that? No, it includes the state and its political subdivisions. Those rat bastards have this page telling employers, oh, immediate. We have a provision for immediate income withholding from the payer's employer. And the obligations are subject to withholding per Wisconsin Stat 767-75. But you go look at it, it only includes the state and its political subdivisions. Your employers have been lied to. They sent notice to your employers with a bunch of threatening and coercive wording to make your employer think he was liable, to make your employer think that he fell under this statute, which would be totally, in my opinion, unconstitutional if they said it was private employers and corporations and everyone else. They can only say employer being if it's the state or its political subdivision. It includes the state and its political subdivisions, period, nothing else. But you say, well, Troy, you've been teaching us that this is being done under the Uniform Interstate Family Support Act, which it is. Let's go to that. Under definitions, income withholding order means an order, notice, or other legal process directed to an obligor's employer or other debtor as specified in State Statute 767-75 to withhold support from the income of or other monies owed to the obligor. And again, we go back to the definition in 767-75. Employer includes the state and its political subdivisions, period. You know what that tells me? You can go to your employer, just my opinion, again, I went to public school, not an attorney, but reading this, I can read. You can now go to your employer and say, you stop this shit. Those rat bastards lied to you. Here's the state statute right here. Does it include you, or does it include just the state and its political subdivision? You are not, for this part of the law, for this law, deemed an employer. You have no right to withhold my paycheck, and I believe you can sue them if they continue to rob you of your hard-earned income and send it to this corrupt, evil, despicable, snake, lion, rat bastard system. I'm Troy Alexander for Child Support Game Over. Please like and subscribe and check out the special deal on our book below. We've got a coupon code. You know, we're trying to help educate everyone. You could support us and yourself by getting that book. Educate yourself so you can fight this system. Thank you, and hope to see you on the next video.